Hello all. In this demo, I am going to explain how to deploy AWS resources with Pulumi, where I majorly focus going to be ESC, so which is environment secret configuration, right? Which is used to securely manage the credentials and the passwords. Let me explain how I built. So I'm going to update this particular recording into YouTube, so you can watch after that as well. So the GitHub repository, I have already created it. So this is the GitHub repository where you can also follow the steps which I'm going to show it right now. So basically this particular repository includes Pulumi configuration, secret management, and then it also includes infrastructure code for RDS S3 security groups, which includes step-by-step instructions. So when I am developing this particular repository, I face multiple challenges, right? How to manage AWS credentials securely, and then how can we ensure modularity, right? Like basically multiple separate Python files for each resources, and then fixing any dependency issues and handling provider conflicts. So the learnings from for me here is use Pulumi config to store and retrieve secrets securely, and then you can automate resource provisioning using Python models. And then if you want to do any troubleshooting, you can use Pulumi logs and Pulumi refresh. So as I mentioned, this project particularly utilizes Pulumi ESC to securely manage credentials and database passwords. And in addition to that, I have used Pulumi Copilot Assistance. So these are all the prompts I have used. And this is my Pulumi account. And it also shows the required resources when I was facing an issue. So I have mentioned the prompts. Now let's deploy the project. So I'm using AWS Cloud9 to deploy this project. So here you can use it from here, or otherwise you can go to GitHub repository and then you can copy it. So I'm going here. So make sure you are installing the prerequisites, that is Pulumi CLI, AWS CLI. If you are AWS Cloud9, then AWS CLI will be already there, and then the Python 3 and the PIP and the Git. Why? Because we are going to use the repository and these files will be using up. So let's start the demo. So I'm creating a new folder, ESC-challenge, and then I'm going into this folder. And then I'm initializing a new Pulumi AWS project. So which will create a new project, and then it will install all the required dependencies. And here also you can able to see it. So your new project is ready to go. So here you can see the project has been deployed. Now let's clone this repository. Why? Because it is having all the required files for creating an RDS, creating an S3, creating a security group, and the other required configurations. So the cloning has been done. So I'm basically why I'm using here is I am actually mapping the modules inside the infra folder. So due to that, I'm just removing the folder and then I'm directly placing the infra folder inside the project. So I'm removing the existing underscore main underscore dot py, and then I'm just importing the main uh, module, and then I'm using the Pulumi secret, right? That is what the ESC, and I am configuring it. So this is the password I'm going to use, and if you go to here, you can able to see the ESC challenge, and then the secure password is coming in here. Now you can do the Pulumi refresh to refresh the stack if any sync you need to do. As is the first time I'm going to ignore Pulumi refresh and I'm going to do Pulumi preview. So it doesn't throw any error. So basically it will give three outputs: bucket name, RDS instance, security group. So five resources is going to be creating. Now you can use command pulumi up. So it is creating the required resources. So it will take some 1 or maybe 3 minutes because the RDS need to be getting created, right? So it will take some time. So now you can see the RDS and the bucket and this security group has been created and it has taken 3 minutes 53 seconds. And so you can see the main file RDS for each resource I have been created separate thing. So that will be much easier, right? So if you want to do any changes, you can go ahead and then you can directly update it. And if I go to the Pulumi portal, and this is the project, right, which I have created for this particular challenge. And here you can go to this particular in dev, and then here you can click on updates. So here you can see the same thing like where you can seeing from there and the timeline, the configurations, the output from what you are seeing in the here you can able to see there as well. So at the last step, instead of means one after deploying it, we need to check, right, whether the RDS is able to connect or not. That is the main purpose, right, where you are storing the securely the passwords. So let's connect. So basically here I'm doing Pulumi stack output RDS instance endpoint. So this is the RDS instance endpoint, right? So I am getting from there and then I'm trying to connect. So I'm able to connect now to the RDS. So that means it is successful. So next step here would be exploring any Pulumi automation API for further automating any other things, and then implementing any ESC best practices for multi-environment deployments. Yep, again, if any new things I have done, I will be sharing a technical blog post on there too. Thanks for uh, s- watching this demo.